rose petal. I have a little printout here about August 14th and National Creamsicle Day. But, and I also have a story time about my childhood with love of the orange creamsicle. But because this creamsicle is somewhat melting, I'll just do my talking after. It's really melting fast. I'll be calling Instacart. This was delivered hours ago. Over 24 hours ago, and it's still somewhat soft. So how melted was it when it got here? They're supposed to have these little freezer coolers for temperature control. Guys, there's nothing better. In fact, I'm wondering what this creamsicle is good right now if my memories weren't so good as well. National Creamsicle Day, August 14th. Thumbnail, maybe. Celebrating the creamy citrus dessert on a stick during the height of summer. What better way to enjoy refreshments than with a creamsicle? Creamsicle is the brand name of an ice cream treat. It consists of vanilla ice cream on a popsicle stick with an outer coating of sherbet. While many other flavors now exist, the original flavor was orange. That's true, I did see a root beer creamsicle. Maybe we can do that one someday. Today, recipes abound with creamsicle flavors, from beverages to desserts, and the flavor has been a long-time favorite. An 11-year-old Frank Epperson inspired the creation when he invented the original popsicle back in 1905. After mixing up a powdered soda, he left the beverage overnight with the stirring stick in it, and temperatures dropped very low that night, unusually low, and the next morning Epperson found the liquid frozen on the stick, and he dubbed the creation the Epsicle. Sometime later he changed the name to Popsicle. Several generations have enjoyed the fruity frozen treat, and they continue to do so. And observing National Creamsicle Day never had any other dessert for the grandkids other than the creamsicle in her freezer. That was it. And she was so generous with them, and I was always hovering around the refrigerator, and Grandma always knew, like, Angela, you just had a creamsicle. You just had one. And she and the other kind of two memories of Grandma in the kitchen, she had like a big, huge room that was made the kitchen. She had an old home built in the early 1900s. It was lovely though. And so in that huge room was her kitchen, and off to the side by the window was this huge kitchen table. And she always had the traditional things for kids that you could pick up, like at her nearby grocery store where she walked to, which was crayons and coloring books, Play-Doh, which, you know, the real name is Play-Doh, but we always called it Clay-Doh. And I remember, and the crazy part was, it wasn't until I was an adult somewhere, I was all excited about Clay-Doh. I said, it's not Clay-Doh, it's Play-Doh. I remember, like, what? Anyways, it's just what a fun memory. And I've really needed it today, the day after August 13th. If you listen to my Friday the 13th video, I filmed in the morning. Most of the day was just stress beyond belief. So, what happened regarding my medication, my controlled substance medication, sweating bullets? I had my backup doctor. She got the refill and sent the refill into Rite Aid by fax. A couple hours went by. I called her. I said, hey, did you refill my Tramadol? She said, yeah. I sent it in about an hour ago. So I just waited and thought, you know, they're busy. And so I slept I slept over time on our afternoon nap. We take a little afternoon nap later in the afternoon. When I woke up, it was 6 o'clock. I was shocked. And that's what stress will do. It will just burn up your life and burn up your energy. And I woke up, couldn't believe it. And so called Rite Aid. No, we never received it. Called the office. Of course, at 6 o'clock, they're long gone on a Friday. And I've never done this before. They have a nice recording. They say, if this is an extreme emergency and only an extreme emergency, they say you can leave a message with their after hours, forgot what you call it, but I didn't even leave my name. I was so shook up. And I'd also spoke with Rite Aid to confirm. I said, well, did the original prescribing doctor, did they ever get back? No. And that was kind of nice because Rite Aid was so nice to me. They gave me the information. Now, the doctor, I was able to call them, and their office stays open. The phone office stays open till 8. And they confirmed. They said, well, we gave it to him with urgency. No, he hasn't gotten to it yet. I was sick. So that's when I remember getting off the phone and I started hyperventilating. And started making my plan for emergency room visit on the weekend, which I was going to go today, Saturday, because when tonight and Sunday comes, I was going to not have enough pills. So I tried again and called the backup doctor, and that's when I listen all the way through when they say, you can leave a message only if it's emergency. And the doctor, it's the nurses and their staff was going to put in the refill because she's away to Wednesday in New York. A while later, I get a phone call. Angela, is that you? I just want to confirm. And I had to, give her all my information. She said you didn't leave a name with the operator, but I somewhat recognize your voice. I was sick. She said, no, you need a refill. Now, why are you calling? She needed to know the whole story all over, which I appreciate because being a controlled substance, she needs to know it. She says, I will call them right now. I had to go through the whole thing. She called, and by this time, it was 8 o'clock. Excuse me. 7 o'clock our time. And when I called at 8 o'clock, they were ruffling through the paperwork. And I said, oh, here, she phoned it in. Okay, we'll work on that. 9 o'clock comes, I still didn't get a phone call. And I said, okay, well, we're done. I said, well, I didn't get my text message that says, your prescription's ready. Click on the link, pay for it. Just come and pick it up and you're all set. That never came through. 3 times she tried, and all I could think of was the insurance is looking at this as a suspicious refill or something, simply because it was a controlled substance. And I said, this never happens. Why am I having trouble receiving your link to pay for this? She had no clue. So it was 9 o'clock. We tried again at 9:30. We tried again at 9:55. I said, well, I'm looking at it right now. The prescription is here. Just $3 and change. And worst case scenario, I'll just come in and pay for it. But just unsettling why it wasn't a nice, even sequence of checkout events. So this morning, everything came through. So I guess they have a time cutoff, even though the pharmacy closes at 10. I guess the links close down at 9. I don't know. Got online this morning, paid for everything. I have 2 weeks worth of tramadol, which is wonderful. But I just want to remind you, I should be jumping for joy. I am so drained by the stress from before, 9 o'clock in the morning till I went to bed, and I really didn't even sleep that well. It was on my mind. Stress will just kill us, and we just have to be so mindful. And I misspoke. I said a bad word yesterday when I was talking about Friday the 13th. They tell my daughter they're forcing vaccines. That was a bad word. I skimmed some comments, and I saw some kind of comment, and they said, so they're forcing her, so you mean to tell me they're grabbing her arm, and they're sticking a needle in her? And I understood, I should not have said that word. I should have said that mandate has come down that all workers at such and such have to be vaccinated, or you're not working there. So I apologize for that. That's kind of a rough word. That you're forced to take the vaccine. That would be terrible. So I'm just really trying to do the math with the vaccine, because what I'm understanding that each variant that shows up after corona is worse than the prior one. And whatever FDA approval I'm waiting for on the original vaccine, for all we know, can or has been changed to pick up, to kill the other Delta or this new virus coming out. I have heard them talk about another virus. Possibly, I have to do more research. But what I am understanding, that these variants, when they pop up, are more detrimental, and they're harder to weed out, I guess. So I'm really beginning to wonder, like, how smart do I think I am at this point not getting the vaccine? Because this can go on forever and ever. And so I need to call the pharmacist and just have probably my last information talk with him. I think what's most stressful for me is when I make decisions, I always feel somewhat good and healthy and at peace with every decision I make in life. And when I don't have that complete peace, it's just real difficult. And like I said yesterday, just I have a hard time with change. I love same thing, same time. In fact, as a kid, I remember the Batman. It was like my favorite little saying, same bat time, same bat channel. That was such a good feeling even as a kid, because I'd always know that, we're always going to be able to see Batman on the same channel at the same time every day. And it was always something to look forward to. In the 60s, and my brother, my sister, and myself, we would line up in front of the TV, and we'd be laying there with our chins in our hand, our elbow propping us up with the elbow. We had the long console TV. It was a stereo, a TV, the whole deal. And I've just always been that way. Same bad time, same bad channel. Anyways, I still have this fun reading video that we're going to do eventually. I think you'll enjoy it. It's some fun reading for us. You'll find entertaining as well as interesting. Let's hope today's better for me, and we'll get my reading video up tomorrow. And again, hope for the best. And so the other thing that's a little worrisome for me, I forgot to mention, is my knee pain. And I need to move on to the next step to get to the orthopedic specialist. I do believe something happened 2 nights ago when I put I have a moist heating pad. Something really went south bad after a night of the heating pad. And for so long I've used ice. And I thought, 24, I'll bounce back, will be good. It does not seem like it's bouncing back, so I need to get in to see the specialist, orthopedic, I do believe. I'm probably looking at another needle, another shot. I'm thinking, you know, it's not a vaccine, it's a steroid shot or a pain shot. And it has a huge long needle and they stick it in your knee. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about it. It's painful even to talk about it. Well, thank you guys. Oh, I enjoy having you here each night. Oh, look, I found my, you guys remember this brush from either Sephora Play or Ipsy or Birchbox subscription box from, I don't know when. I refound it again. I love it.